Are you serious? Are you serious, folks? Another earthquake hits Hawaii's volcano, 5.3 again. Well, there's been over 300 earthquakes that has hit the volcano in the last 24 hours that is 2.5 or higher. Lava is flowing. You won't believe how it's flowing. It's incredible what's going on right now, and there's no stopping it. The erupting Hawaii volcano summit is now rapidly deforming, as seen in a series of new aerial satellite photographs, according to the European Space Agency. And now they're also saying that the volcanologist at the United States Geological Survey said the summit appears to be subsiding rapidly despite little ground motion. The European Space Agency's satellite scans Hawaii's Big Island twice every 6 days, and this is what we're seeing. An incredible amount of shifting and deforming of the summit. It is absolutely out of control, and I don't know what's going to happen. They're saying it's going. Well, look, it's exactly what David Mead said. David Mead was on my show Friday and said, Paul, I asked him the question and said, can you tell me what's going to happen with Hawaii? I mean, when does this end? He said it's not. He said it's not going to end. It's just going to keep doing what it's doing. And then deformation is going to begin. And then basically what's going to happen is the mountain's just going to crack apart. It's just going to come. A landslide will happen. It will crash into the ocean, and it'll create a massive tsunami, 1,000 foot high, that would race toward the west coast. It's just a matter of time. It's going to happen. In 3 months, in 3 years, folks, I don't know. But here's what we have, the latest coming right now. Hawaii's volcano is mesmerizing. The footage is mesmerizing. I've watched it. The lava is flowing 15 miles an hour now. Unbelievable speed. And with this situation, there has been video taken. The U.S. Geological Survey shot on Saturday showed swiftly moving lava coming from fissure number 8. As it reaches the ocean, the lava slows to about 2 miles an hour and creates a hazard known as lays. We've talked about this. It hits the ocean, sending hydrochloric acid and a volcanic glass particles into the air. But the lava has also destroyed, folks, unbelievable amounts of homes. One report says 467 homes. Another report says over 600 homes. Another report is 1,000 homes. It's off the charts. It's a terrible situation. What are you going to do? The agency says that the Hawaiian Volcano Observatory reports that Fissure 8 continues to be a very active with fast-moving, channelized flow entering into the ocean. It just keeps going. There's no end in sight on this thing, and we're living in the last days. I'm just going to tell you now, we're in the last days. Is Planet X causing this? I don't know. I mean, we have hit another level, okay, is what I'm trying to say. We've hit another level, and I don't think we're going to, if he's right, if David Mead's correct, if Mary Greeley's correct, if the volcanologist, if Mike from around the world is correct, if the volcanologist, if the seismologist, if the climatologist, the meteorologist, for everybody involved in this, they're all saying the same thing. The mountain's coming apart. The mountain's literally coming apart. And our prayers are going out right now because, look, the big island of Hawaii, it may be over for that island. I'm not saying the whole island's going to be destroyed, but I'm saying that mountain, that volcano, what happens? It's flowing out of there now. It's literally flowing out of there. What happens next? Where do we go from here? It's insane. And then when you start talking about a tsunami 1,000 feet high racing toward the west coast, what does that mean? Okay, so there's a lot going on right now, and our hearts and our prayers and our thoughts are totally with everybody in the big island of Hawaii, and also for the folks that are along the west coast of America in case if this thing goes like Mary Greeley said, that mountain comes loose, and it's getting very, very it's very suspect, folks. I mean, the lava's building and building and building there, but I mean, at some point that is unstable, and if it slides, if it goes, with the mountains just, it's like hell is being enlarged, and that without measure. That's what it looks like. Like a portal of hell is opened. And it's not just only in Hawaii. The Galapagos Islands has had a massive explosion of a volcano there. This volcano sent ash and smoke and gas and plumes 3 kilometers into the air, lava flowing like crazy. It was a massive explosion. Good news, where it exploded, where the lava's flowing, no people live there. That's great. But what does this all mean? Is there a connection? What about Yellowstone? What about the fact there's been 343 earthquakes in the last 24 hours, with over 300 of them in Hawaii, and then again another 5.3 quake there? What about Japan's 6.1 killer quake? 4 dead, 300 injured. What about that? When does this end? Is this the coming apocalypse? Folks, don't miss tonight's live broadcast. I'm going live at 10 p.m. Eastern. We will talk about Hawaii, Galapagos Islands, Japan killer quake, and Bill Salus, the great author of Psalms 83. What a time to bring him in. With thousands of troops gathering in Syria, reports that U.S.-led forces bombed Syrian forces, killing a lot of Syrian soldiers, maybe Iranian soldiers, maybe Hezbollah soldiers, maybe even Iraqi and Afghanistan Shiite Muslims that came in there. Bill Salus, the author of the book Psalms 83, he is an expert in this field, and we're going to find out what's going on right now in the Middle East. I'll be back with more current world events and how they relate to biblical prophecy. We're living in the last days.